Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Friday, April 29th, 2016, around 7:21 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a mix of sun and clouds today, highs in the lower 50s. No perfect weather today. Tomorrow's supposed to be very nice, but Sunday and Monday, the cold rain. Some news to report. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Boston Celtics by a score of 104-92. The Celtics season is over. They had a great year, but in the playoffs, they just couldn't get it done with the Hawks. The Hawks move on to face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and probably the Hawks are going to lose that series pretty easily. The Atlanta Braves beat the Boston Red Sox by the score of 5-3. In the NHL playoffs last night, the Washington Capitals beat the Pittsburgh Penguins by the score of 5-4 in overtime to go up 1-0 in the series. And the finalist for the Selke Award for Best Defensive Forward in the NHL has been announced. The three finalists are Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins, Ekka Kopitar of the Los Angeles Kings, and Ryan Kesler of the Anaheim Ducks. I bet Patrice Bergeron's going to three-peat in this award, in my humble opinion. That's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is a continuation of the top 10 list of everything and anything. I've now reached the top 10 current head coaches in the NHL who are active that could be Hall of Fame bound. This is an impressive list. Many of them have won Stanley Cups. Some of them haven't won it yet, but maybe in due time these coaches will win Stanley Cups on this list, and then that will seal their fate to go into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Number 10 on this list of the current NHL coaches that are Hall of Fame bound in due time is Dan Bislem of the Buffalo Sabres. Dan coached many years for the Pittsburgh Penguins, leading them to a Stanley Cup in 2009. Now he's the coach of the Sabres, and he's building the Sabres to probably a great team over due time, because they have Jack Eichel. Number 9 on this list of the current NHL coaches that could be Hall of Fame bound is Barry Trotz, the current head coach of the Washington Capitals. Barry coached 16 years with the Predators, making them a competitive team, having over 500 wins with the with the Predators. Then in 2014, he became coach of the Washington Capitals, and he's doing great with them. Number 8 on this list of the top 10 current head coaches in the NHL that could be Hall of Fame bound, Peter Laviolette. Peter's coached the Islanders, the Hurricanes, the Flyers, and the Predators. He won a Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes back in 2006. He's great at Game 7s. He's won many of them. And if he leads Nashville to a Stanley Cup, then he's really going to be considered for the Hall of Fame. Number 7 on this list of the top 10 current NHL coaches that could be Hall of Fame bound is Lindy Ruff. Lindy coached many years for the Buffalo Sabres. Now he's doing it with the Dallas Stars. Has over 600 wins. He's only made one Cup Finals and with the Sabres, but he could lead the Stars to the Cup Finals and maybe win it one of these years. I think Dallas is on the verge of exploding into a powerhouse, and Lindy Ruff's gonna make them great with the offense and the defense. Number 6 on this list of the top 10 current NHL coaches that could be Hall of Fame bound, Bruce Boudreau, who's coached the Capitals and Ducks. Bruce is a great regular season head coach, but he's never coached Stanley Cup Finals. He always loses Game 7, and that's not good for his resume. And he's probably going to lose his job as Ducks head coach, but he'll get another one, and I think maybe the third time's a charm. With the third team, he takes them to the Cup Finals, whichever team he coaches. Number 5 on this list of the top 10 current head coaches in the NHL that are probably Hall of Fame bound is Ken Hitchcock. Ken has a great career with leading the Dallas Stars to the Cup in 1999 and 2000, and also he's coached the Flyers, the Blue Jackets, and the Blues. Number 4 on this list of the top 10 current NHL head coaches that could be Hall of Fame bound is Mike Babcock. Mike has coached the Ducks and the Red Wings and currently the head man of the Maple Leafs. He's trying to have the Maple Leafs win a Stanley Cup for the first time since 1967. The Leafs are building and building and building, and he's going to be there around for a while to see this project maybe blossom into a Stanley Cup winning team. We'll wait and see about that. Number 3 on this list of the top 10 current head coaches in the NHL that are probably Hall of Fame bound, Claude Julien. Claude's been around with the Canadiens and the Devils since 2007. He's coached the Boston Bruins, and he's doing a great job with people wanted him to be fired, but he led the Bruins to a Stanley Cup for the first time in 39 long years, and I think Claude Julien's going to be with the Bruins. Don't know how long, but if he ever gets fired, he'll get another head coaching job, and he'll do great with that. Number 2 on this list of the top 10 current head coaches that, in my humble opinion, could be Hall of Fame bound is Darryl Sutter. Darryl's coached a lot of teams, including the Blackhawks and the Flames, and currently he's the head coach of the LA Kings. He's won 2 Stanley Cups with the Kings, and he's a great coach, and he's probably going to get Hall of Fame consideration when he decides to hang him up. And number 1 on this list of the top 10 current head coaches in the NHL that are Hall of Fame bound, Joe Quenneville of the Chicago Blackhawks. Joe coached the Blues and the Avs before coaching the Blackhawks. He led them to some mild success, but since he's been with the Blackhawks, he's led them to 3 Stanley Cups, and they're always in the playoffs. Joe Quenneville has over 800 regular season wins. That's second most in league history, next to Scotty Bowman. He has a long way to go to reach Scotty Bowman's records, but I think Joe Quenneville, when he decides to retire, they'll immediately put him in the Hall of Fame, the Hockey Hall of Fame. That's about it on that. 2 more video blogs today. First will be about MBTA bus route 435 from Central Square in Lynn to the Liberty Tree Mall, and the third and final video blog of the night will be about the last of the eras of the WWE Ruthless Aggression era. And coming Monday is the start of the top 100 greatest professional wrestlers of all time blog. I'm going to do 10 each day from number 100 to number 1, and you'll be surprised who'll be on this list. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She's the best. She's got nice legs as well. Amy Swensey of Wish 2 rocks, and Julie Gower of Fox 25 is the best. And in the words of Ric Flair, 16-time world heavyweight champion, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo!